Welcome back, guys. You picked it. Eton is the stock we are breaking down today. I'm going to give you the down low on what's going on with the Eton in the month of May and what you need to know. Buy, sell, what are we going to do with this? Let's find out. Now, before we get started here, guys, just a disclaimer. This is for education purposes only. I'm not making financial decisions for you. I wouldn't let you make financial decisions for me. Make sure that you are seeking out a financial advisor if you don't know what you're going to do. If you are somebody that's currently managing your own portfolio, make sure that you are always doing your own due diligence and not just listening to people off the internet on what you should buy or sell. That being said, this video today is going to be a breakdown of my opinion on what I like about Eton, what I don't like about Eton, and what I predict for it in the month of May. Again, guys, purely my opinion. Do your own due diligence, double check everything I'm saying, run it by your financial advisor, make your own financial decisions. Let's get going. All right, guys, so what is Eton? Eton is a pharmaceutical company in the US. They've had a long-awaited pipeline of delivery, and last quarter they started delivering. Now, if you guys have never traded biostocks, please be aware, biostocks come with an extra special warning all of their own. In a single overnight session, you could see bad news come out from a trial on a biostock and the entire thing could just blow up. It will no longer exist. You will see it disappear nearly overnight. So please be aware of what you are trading as you trade biostocks. Now, you're going to hear me refer to things like pipelines inside this video. And a pipeline in a bio company is understanding which stage of approval their drugs are at, okay? And that's going to be very, very key for Eton. So if you don't understand about bio pipelines, FDA approval process, there's lots of great resources out there. I recommend you go look at them. If you want to see what the calendar for the FDA looks like, we're going to be mentioning that as well. Biopharm Catalyst, you can Google it, real quick Google search, you'll be able to find it, no problem. So let's get down to it. What do I like? What don't I like? What are my thoughts on Eton? So first and foremost, guys, we are in earnings season, and Eton is coming up on earnings, and it's a little bit of a special earnings for them. Eton's earnings will be their first earnings where they've had products actually on the market that they've been marketing and selling. And this is big news for a bio company, guys. When it moves from research and development into actual sales of products, they stop being, well, are they going to succeed or not? And we start looking at their bottom line, which is really, really crucial for a company. Now, right now, Eton's floating around that $8 mark. So it's not completely unreasonable for it to be, kind of floating there. People aren't sure what the sales are going to look like. But typically we see on that first earnings, a biostock run up to around that $13, $14, $15 range, so long as the revenues meet projections. So where we're at right now in their pipeline is they have 3 drugs currently approved that are out there being sold. I imagine the pipeline is going to look good. In my opinion, taking a look at the products, what they are, how they're meant to be used, I think they're going to do really well on earnings, guys. So as we're getting started, this is not an earnings play per se. This is me just expecting that their first quarter of selling products as a bio company is going to go well for them. And they're going to see that usual run up that we see, and then subsequently the payout from a good first quarter of selling product as a bio company. So is that it? Is it just earnings were running up because they're making money? No. In the month of May, guys, they have two PDUFA FDA evaluations coming. Now, that sounds like a whole bunch of letters, and if you don't trade bio, you probably don't understand what those are. No problem. PDUFA is simply that last step in approval that you can now market your drug. That means that you've gone through all the safety, the efficacy. People know that what you have made works. This is really the FDA looking at it and going, is this worth marketing to the public? Is this something that the public should be able to get their hands on and you should be able to actively market as a company to those people? Okay. Now, 2 PDUFAs within 2 days of each other is almost unheard of, guys. So in the month of May, we are going to see earnings on the first quarter. We're going to see 2 back-to-back PDUFAs. If that's not enough for you guys, the second PDUFA this month, because they've licensed that drug out to another company, Eton is actually lined up to receive a $5 million paycheck just for getting that approval. That doesn't include the sales portion that they're going to get off that recurring sales percentage on sales. What they are going to get is a $5 million check up front. Bam, PDUFA approved, here's $5 million, which is phenomenal news for May. They're going to see even more cash flow coming in. So with all this good news, is that all that we have for Eton? Not quite. Not only do they have the 2 PDUFAs in May, guys, they have an additional PDUFA in June and another one in August. This company is going to go in 1 year from having no products actively sold on the market to potentially having upwards of 7 or 8 different products that are now readily available and selling on the market. This is a massive transition for this company, guys, to go from being a research and development bio company to a company with a wide and diverse portfolio of products readily available and being marketed on the market. It is a very exciting play for me, guys. At $8, I am blown away that there's so little hype on this, and usually that little bit of quiet and still is because we are not yet officially in the month of May. So a lot of people are still watching the FDA calendar for April. So right now it's not running, it's not rising, it's not doing crazy things because we're not in May yet. So what are the risks? What's the potential downside on this, guys? The reality is this: there's no such thing as a sure thing when it comes to FDA approvals. They could miss on these FDA approvals, and that would have a detrimental effect on the stock. So I should add that caveat, that disclaimer and caution on this. Do your due diligence, know the products, and you make your own decisions as to whether or not you think that they're going to nail those FDA approvals, okay? So that caution doesn't need to be there. There is that potential risk. There's also the potential risk that their initial earnings aren't great. They didn't have phenomenal sales on those products, in which case we would also probably see a decline on the stock. So to be fair, that's there. So, bullish, bearish, where do I stand on this? For me, guys, I am very bullish on Eton. This lineup of revenue earnings into multiple PDUFAs, into a evolution from R&D into a reduced Medicare, Biden healthcare spending, new products on the market. I think there's all kinds of positive catalysts surrounding Eton. And with that $8 price point that it's at right now, I think it's very, very attractive. Price target for myself, guys, I personally am probably looking to get in somewhere around, or get out, I should say, around that $16, $17 mark. However, I may be willing to hold depending on how well the PDUFAs and FDA approvals go. So that being said, this might be potentially a long-term play outside of May, but right now for May, I am extremely bullish on it. I've got a $16, $17 price target on it. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Eton, what do you think? Buy, sell, bullish, bearish? What's your opinion? What's your target? What do you see on it? That is it for today, guys. Thanks again for watching, and let me know down below, outside of your price target, let me know if there are tickers that you would like to see. Again, I am live every morning here on YouTube or on Twitch, pretty much everywhere. 9 a.m. I open the market with you guys. I play around for about an hour and a half. If you guys have suggestions for videos, you can leave those in the comments or let me know in the live stream as well. That is it for today, though, guys. So please, if this video was of any help to you, like, subscribe, make it happen, comment down below. Thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Later.